Hello everyone! Hello! Sasorei here with more Star Wars The Old Republic. Today I am joined by Silly, who had a change of plans and, well, now we're here in a galaxy far, far away. There was a game, Silly, that I was talking with Asane and Nick about last night, and they were like, you should do this with Silly after you're done Star Wars, and I can't fucking remember what it was. And I was like, I'll think about it. But Silly and I have lots of games to pick from once we're done Star Wars, so... Like Harris, yes! Man, every now and then I look up Harris to see if it's still a thing, and it usually is.
For after Star Wars is done, which will be in like 40 years, it'll probably have to be like that much more. Even if Star Wars is. However, as for this tweet that says, my life has always been a comedy. I'm reconnecting to my Jewish heritage. I put Shabbat in my life last night for the first time. It's wonderful. Without even thinking about it, I then proceeded to serve pork tenderloin for dinner.
Oh no. Okay, we gotta find two more for you, because I, Oh, you got them? Okay.
Yeah, I ran around and killed some while you were sticking around.
Okay, that works. I guess we can just mount up and run down there.
Gain heavy ordnance. Paramore is officially back, guys.
Yeah, so you said a more obscure MMO is what you want next?
Who, me?
Yeah, is that what you said?
Did I say that?
I don't know, I didn't hear the word because you kind of got quiet.
Oh, no, I said it's probably gonna be a more rare occurrence than even Star Wars.
Yeah. That's fine.
I just figure by the time that rolls around, it's possible that Blizzard will not be working.
It's also possible that the internet will have imploded and we'll have died.
Yeah, we might all be dead by then. This way.
Is there a gold? What?
Like, there's a cluster.
Could we,
right?
could we cut through here? Yeah, I guess we can. You're right, you're right. Yeah, we might all be dead by
What would
then.
it be? That's the question. I want to do Rift.
Oh, I would like to do Rift.
But also, I want to see if we can find a fan private server of City of Heroes and do that, even though I don't know if there's a store.
I could look into that. I've never played City of Heroes, and I'd like to.
There's a goal.
There's a quest over here. Let's kill the gold first. Yeah, City of Heroes could be fun. I heard that they were trying to redo... yeah, they were trying to redo City of Heroes, which gives me a thought. They did an interview with the producer and director of Final Fantasy 11, and the guy's really humble. Like they asked him questions like, how do you feel about the overall impact of Final Fantasy 11 on the MMO world? And he was like, I don't really think we had any impact on the MMO world.
What?
It's like, what? FF11 was the first, like, super big Final Fantasy MMO, and on top of that, like, big open world MMO, like, to the size and scale that it is, like, it of course had a huge impact on the MMO world, on the gaming world even. But yeah, he's a funny guy. But they asked him how he feels about doing classic servers, and he said like he doesn't feel like it's worth the investment. Hang on, let's do this.
I mean, it's also already open. Oh, like to go back? Ooh, no one would do that.
Oh, at last, we're running out of air. The door's jammed. Wait, who are you people? Where's our rescue team? Our walker was attacked by Imperials. All systems are disabled. We're trapped in here. We need help.
Just give me coordinates and I'll move out.
The rescue team should have been carrying cutting gear. The door's jammed. There's no power. These tools... Our coordinates will be in the data pad. Please. The Imperials could finish us off at any minute. I can't.
See, there's Imperials around you. You'll need to move as soon as you're out.
Trust me, we're more than ready to get out of here. Make sure you bring the tools. We'll be waiting. Anyway, he basically said that the classic experience that is being asked for is along the lines of capped content at 75, because that's where most people speak of the golden ages, if you recall. And he said that the problem is the servers attract people like really fast, and that come in and do the content, sure, but then they taper off really quick, which was the case of World of Warcraft Classic, which, you know, is still a good idea, but at the same time, the player base dwindled.
Kind of still go and do it if you do it.
Yeah, like he was like, what we could do is implement a level capping system where you could just stop leveling, and then that's exclusively what you have. It's not the exact experience, but it's close.
Yeah.
And they already have a level capping system in the game. It's just not super involved. So they could just
And
modify
there are
that.
jobs that exist also. Newer jobs that do exist.
Exactly. Okay, heavy ordnance is just over there. Oh, well, this one has 3 stages to it. Alright, let's kill some more of these dudes. So, you know, that's what they said about classic servers, and they asked, well, what about making an offline version? And he's like, I don't really want to do that because then it wouldn't be Final Fantasy XI, it would be a different game. And he's right, it would be, but the thing is, though, is when FF11 servers go offline, that's also not FF11 anymore because the game doesn't exist. So while they have the next 10 years planned out for the game, apparently, after that, they got nothing planned to preserve the game, essentially. And, yeah. Oh, I see another note over there. And that's one thing I really like about the idea of Dragon Quest X offline. Well, it's not the MMO. Dragon Quest X was amazing. The MMO at least gives people over here a chance to play it if they decide to release it over here, because for some reason they're still not releasing it. Oh, well, at least with that one we're more likely to get a fan translation. I see another one over here, silly.
Where's the walkers? We gotta destroy the walkers. Oh, this is the bonus.
Yeah. I just figured we're here, so we may as well do that. I haven't grabbed the ordnance yet. I need to do that, too. You're getting credit for these, right? Why didn't mine go off? What the fuck? There we go. Maybe it just needed that G'heeli touch. Alright, then we'll get the ordnance here, and then we'll do the next part. Recover communicator points from Imperial battle droids. Alright. Sure. Oh, silly. You've been watching Miss Marvel?
Yeah, I finished it.
What did you think?
I liked it a lot, actually. It's very different from like the other ones. They've all been kind of unique in their own ways, but I love the like comic aspect of it, especially.
I was
And
really happy with it.
And I love that like they took the time to like explain things to people who aren't a part of the culture in ways that seemed like they made sense, you know?
Yeah, it made me look up
Teach
some
you about
stuff.
and then but not make it seem weird.
It made me look up some stuff about the Muslim culture. Is that the right word? Made me look it up, and I was like, why are they calling everyone auntie? Because they can't all be related. And it turns out that's just a sign of respect in their culture. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Where are these babble?
Good question. Let's go over here. So potential spoilers for Miss Marvel in
Maybe these guys. The big guys.
3, 2, 1. How did you feel about the last scene there where Bruno was talking to her about her genetic makeup?
I'm curious about it, because in Miss Marvel, in the actual Miss Marvel show, she obviously doesn't have like a bracelet that does it.
No, in the actual Miss Marvel, she's actually an Inhuman.
Yeah.
So she's not like she naturally has her powers.
Something to do with that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, we already know what it is to do with because of the little guitar riff that went off.
I missed the guitar riff.
Did you?
Yeah, shoot this thing.
I was playing. Oh, I didn't even see him there. Good eye. I was watching it with Piamet, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's the theme!" And she was like, "It was?" Because she didn't hear it either.
Which theme?
The X-Men theme.
Oh, so she's an X-Men.
Yeah, from the mutant from the '90s cartoon, and I was like, "Oh my god, I recognize that!" I could not believe that that went off, and that she or that they did that. I was really surprised, and I was like, you know
It's
what?
like the X-Men have not really been a part of this particular universe.
Yeah, well, they couldn't be because they were originally owned by Fox Studios. But the moment that what do we need to do with this? Rescue Sergeant Galen. We killed the people.
Because we picked up an item.
Oh, okay. Oh, there we go.
What? Where was that?
I had to click on like one of the little joints on his legs, and it let me click it. Yeah. Okay, so this isn't the save the people. This is just blow up the Imperial Walkers. Okay.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah. So we've known that mutants were going to be a thing in the MCU for a very long time. Ever since Marvel purchased Fox, or I guess Disney purchased Fox Studios, but we didn't know when they were actually going to put them in the series and into what capacity. But I love how they're slowly building up to it and giving little hints, like the really on the nose bits that they've done, and also the little. I don't want to say subtle, but because that was really obvious too to anybody that knew the X-Men's theme.
I like when she switched places with her other members.
Oh!
We don't know exactly what happened.
Well, we do if you read the comics, but
Well, I don't read things. Okay? I only take it at face value.
yeah, I actually don't know what happened either because I didn't read the comics. But people are like, if you read the comics, you'd know exactly what that is. And I'm like,
Shut up.
it's like I actually didn't read the comics, so I don't know
I'm glad
exactly
I
what that
don't
is.
know, yeah.
But
But also, I feel it's one of those things where like you're glad you don't know, but also if you had read the comics, you'd be like, oh, cool, hell yeah.
yeah,
So
exactly.
it's like on both ends. It's kind of like.
That's like what my response with the with the X-Men rift was. Like I immediately knew what that was because I watched the '90s cartoon all the fucking time. Every Saturday morning, that's what we watched. It and Spider-Man.
I watched it when I was at my grandparents' house.
Yeah. Hang on.
I've come to get you out of here.
Ninga ke trip ni moni tanu alelu nan koi tuta.
I don't know how to thank you. You've earned hazard pay for this, he said. Sorry. Yeah, so a lot of people, when I looked at Twitter afterwards, were like, oh, the show sucked. It was mid. It was L. And I'm like, why? What are you guys expecting? Like, I thought it was really good. It was trash writing. Oh, hang on, so we got somebody over here.
People complain about anything.
I honestly don't think there's a show out there that that people actually like. Everyone just seems to hate everything. Overall, one of the biggest complaints I saw was that Kamala's. Oh, my inventory is apparently full. It is. Look at that. All right. Well, let me toss some. Oh, hang on. Do you want this? Okay, here you go.
No.
I will put this to good use.
He will put this to good use.
I will put this to good use.
Reshot's reaction.
Okay, I will. Oh, he likes that. Alright, there you go.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, we'll go and sell stuff here once we get back to town.
Oh, on other shows with spoilers, Obi-Wan.
3, 2, 1. Obi-Wan spoilers, go.
Luke shouldn't have met Obi-Wan, even if he hit his head real hard. Maybe he got a concussion and doesn't remember. We don't know what that was all about, but it shouldn't matter.
I mean, in episode 4, I always got the impression that he did meet old Ben. Like, he knew who he was.
Okay.
Like...
Because I couldn't remember the dialogue, but I could have sworn he like mentions it as passing, like, oh, there's this like weird old dude who lives out in Lucy what's it. So
yeah, he was...
It's like he met him and was friendly with him, and he got a toy or whatever.
Yeah, like I always got the impression that he knew who old Ben was, and that, like, not that they were super close or anything, but
at the same time, I'm also okay with them rewriting some of the story, because, like, honestly, George Lucas, you could use a little help.
One of the scenes I really liked was when Obi-Wan gives the holster to Leia, and she's like, "It's empty," and he's like, "I'm not gonna give you a gun, Leia."
Yeah, you're a literal child. You can't have a gun.
That was so cute. So look
And
at...
I liked the whole story as like a way to make Obi-Wan invested in and maybe overcome to a certain extent his trauma, but also kind of show why does Leia know him, you know?
Yeah, people also complaining that he beat Vader, and I'm like, the show explains exactly how he was able to beat Vader. He used Anakin's desire to win. They're like, well, he could have killed him. And I'm like, but that's not the Jedi way. Yes, it kind of fucks the galaxy, but you got to keep the story intact too. So that's the answer you got to go with. But holy crap, that final fight with Anakin and Vader, or not Anakin and Vader,
Anakin and Vader.
Vader and Obi-Wan was, in my opinion, really fucking good considering how much older those two actors are from when they first did that.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, they didn't have a huge stunt budget for the show, so that was mostly them. But on top of that, it really showed just how powerful Vader is with the Force.
And also, like, I think part of it is also, like, whenever he fights in the newer shows especially, I mean, they did this also in, like, for instance, specifically in, like, Empire Strikes Back, but it shows, like, his suit is not just keeping him alive, it also makes him very strong.
Yeah. Yeah, like, he had to change his fighting style to adjust for how the suit moves. And, yeah, like, he's very strong physically. One sec.
There she is. Thanks for the cover, Major. We'll handle things from here.
I want that hunk of junk out of the way ASAP.
I've got junk. Don't listen to him, sweetie. You're a beauty.
That's not what I wanted to say to
Now,
him.
let's see what this baby can do.
Oh. Imperial Assault Panther droid. Ooh, it's a fancy droid. Oh, and a holocalled.
Havoc Squad calling General Garza. Operation complete. Lucky Lancer has cleared the landing area.
I'm glad to hear it, Major. You've done a great thing today. You've saved something that could never be replaced. I can see that you're not just in it to win. You're in it to win the right way.
I'm just glad I could help.
So am I. Believe me. Now that you're getting your backup, I'd say my part is done. Been a pleasure working with you, Major. Racton doesn't have a chance.
It's been a pleasure working with you too.
See you around. I'm relocating to a Republic safe house in the Draw Library for the final phase of our plan, Major. Before you report here, sweep the area around the museum for any Imperial sensor emplacements. We can't afford to have our plans discovered now. Garza out.
Okay. Anyway, like, there was a scene there where Obi-Wan is like getting the better of him kind of at the start, and he tries to throw that big rock at him, and Obi-Wan's like, "You found all right," Anakin's like, "You found your power, but you're still weak," and he just fucking throws that rock like, just showing just how much more powerful with the Force he is, and it was
They
like,
also had him like he moved more fluidly than he would have in the past, like in animation. But it also showed that, like he didn't cede any ground. He would like act like dodge things, but like barely dodge them enough because he knew how to.
yeah.
Which was really cool.
Demon Sword cosplay, hello, welcome. We were just discussing spoilers, so we will ease off on spoilers in case you care, or if anybody else pops in. But suffice to say, Obi-Wan Kenobi show I really enjoyed, and I hope more people give it a chance and don't just like judge it immediately because someone on the internet said it was bad. Let's go back down here and up there, silly, because one, there's a gold.
This place for big fans of shows people think are bad. Like
Apparently, yeah.
Village. Wait, that was a movie.
That was a movie. I actually didn't dislike The Village either, though.
I thought it was a pretty. I always think M. Night Shyamalan is a good one.
Like,
I don't care what anybody else says.
they may not be the best movies ever, sure, but they're always fun.
Like, did you see Old?
Old. Which one's
Or
that?
whatever. The one with the people who are on the beach.
That sounds familiar.
That's a fun one. You should watch it. It's a fun watch.
If you can find me the exact title of it, I'll put it on my list. I watched Jurassic Park or Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom yesterday with Nick, and because he wanted to watch Dominion, the new one that came out. And I was like, I've never seen the second one, and he was like, "There's a second one." I'm like, "Yeah, you got Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, and Dominion."
It's called Old, and I also typed in M. Night, and it was like Shyamalan Old, and I was like, that's the one.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll take a look. It sounds familiar, but I'm not 100%.
It's definitely a very, very fun movie to watch. It's ridiculous, but it's also like the thing I like about his movies is like it really plays into the. Do you remember when they had like the spoof on M. Night Shyamalan? I think it was on like whatever that show was with the claymation on Cartoon Network.
Yes.
And it would be like, what a twist, you know?
Yeah.
'Cause, like, that's literally what his movies are. Is like everything is a twist, and like this is a perfect example of that. Like
Yeah.
everything that happens in the show, you're like, what the hell is gonna happen next? And it's always like kind of dumb, but also amazing.
Yeah, it was funny because Doofus has been playing God of War, and he refers to things as twists in the story, and I'm like, well, if you know Norse mythology, not technically a twist, but for anybody who doesn't know Norse mythology, it actually absolutely seems like a twist.
Knows Norse mythology.
And he was like, you seem to know a lot about Norse mythology. Why is that? I'm like, because I played Ragnarok Online as a kid, and I got really interested in what the hell I was doing. Basically. And he's like, oh, so the game inspired you to learn more. And I'm like, yeah, essentially. This thing here for my quest I gotta do. I figured we do this because it's down in the area, and then we can go up and the final stage of our quest is over there. Our bonus quest is over there. Speak to General Garza. Okay, she's way the fuck up there. All right. Speaking of which, silly, are you gonna get God of War Ragnarok in November?
I don't play the God of War movies.
Really? I figured you would have liked the newer one.
What I do is this. If there is a game series that's been out for a long time and I haven't played the first one, I will choose to never play them, because then I'll just be stuck playing games.
Okay, so with God of War, you don't have to play the original series. I think you gotta click this too.
No.
You don't have to play the original series. This one here is pretty self-contained. You could just start at the Norse saga for him. Okay. Oh, my video just got copywritten.
I don't even hear any music.
Yeah, the Star Wars theme is playing right now.
Oh, I hear it. into that shit.
Oh yeah. Incoming objective. Turn in the Imperial Slow. Okay. Alright, so our last thing we gotta do up here is just ride up the road, basically. Alright. But yeah, so when it comes to God of War, I would say if you ever wanted to play it, don't bother playing the originals, because you're right, you'd be stuck playing games forever. There are a whole bunch of them. Now, while they're good games and kind of hard at points, you could play the new one and not really miss out on anything because it tells you everything you need to know in those games anyway. Or you could just ask me, and I will tell you.
No.
But yeah, I like to start at the first game myself and work my way up, but that's also why I stream, because then I can do that. Like, as you know, right now we're playing Trials of Mana.
Playing the original.
Yeah,
Playing
the 2D version. Yep, I'm liking it. It's good.
with some kind of game. I don't know what the 2D version was, but like the 3D version was just absurd.
I hear that the 3D version is largely superior in every way, but
You should play it after immediately.
I'm not going to play it after immediately, but it is... Eventually I'm going to go back and play the series again with all the remakes instead. Instead of Final Fantasy Adventure, I'm going to play Sword of Mana. Apparently there's Mana games on the DS, and I've been considering playing those as well. One of them's an RTS.
Here's a new question. How badly do you think Netflix is going to mess up your Yu Hakusho?
I completely forgot that Yu Yu Hakusho was coming out. Activate the homing beacon. Where the oh, there it is. I completely forgot. Given how badly they recently messed up Resident Evil, apparently.
Well, I want to see that show so bad. I'm watching it. I'm watching it as soon as possible.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's going to be great.
I messaged Pia and was like, alright, we gotta watch Resident Evil. And she's like, I don't want to watch terrible shows. I'm like, we don't know it's terrible until we watch it.
The Empire Special Forces. Those commanders you ran into were Imperial Guard, the most elite fighting force in the galaxy. If the Imperial Guard has landed in force on Corellia, this battle's nowhere close to over. We've got to get past them first.
I've never heard of the Imperial Guard.
It's extremely rare to see more than one at a time. As a unit, they've never been defeated and answer directly to the Emperor. We've got to find the Imperial Guard before they find us. Tracing their dispatch orders will be our best bet. The Imperial Command Center's not far from here. Use the spike to take control. Our techs will scan for any orders related to the Imperial Guard.
With their special forces down, the Imperial Guard might attack.
You brought the Republic this far. Our troops will give you as long as you need. The Empire's jammed our portable comm frequencies. Use their comm station to contact me once you've spiked their systems. The command center is the Empire's last holdout in Axial Park. Get inside and find out what they're planning.
Demon Sword says, I like the remaster Secret of Mana just for the quality of life changes. See, that's one of the reasons I started with the original Demon Sword, was so that I could experience the that first and then play the remake, so I get a better appreciation for the upgrades they've done to the game. Alright, so let's go down here. Because, yeah, I'm a big fan of quality of life changes, and it's kind of why I didn't start with Elden Ring when doing the Dark Souls games, is because Elden Ring is supposed to be the pinnacle of that system that they've done, and going backwards would just feel... I mean, personally for me, I probably wouldn't find any problem with it, because I grew up in the 90s, and playing those games doesn't bug me really at all. But I feel like I get a greater appreciation for seeing how they improve the games over time. So with Secret of Mana, seeing how they change it later, being able to carry 20 candy is nice. Yeah. Alright, come on into it, and reset recording.